In this demonstration, you will learn about how you can open Azure free accounts. And if you already have an Azure account, this demonstration will also show you where you can go to so that you can sign into your own Azure account. So I've launched in private browser on my system. So what I will do now is to type the URL of Azure website. So I'll just type azure.com and I'll press enter. If you notice somewhere here, you will see this button that says get started with Azure. Here is the same button here. So what I will do first before I click on this button is to register for Microsoft account. For me to register for Microsoft account, because this account is required for me to open this Azure, I will need to go to any of the existing Microsoft email server like outlook.com, hotmail.com, live.com, and I need to open an email. So I'll click on a new tab and I'll type outlook.com. So what I will do now is to click on this button. So the button says create free accounts. So I'll click on the button, and as you notice, it automatically open a new tab. Now I need to supply information so that I can create a new email in outlook.com. I can as well create it in hotmail.com. I will use Edward Azamwa at outlook.com. That's going to be the name of the mail, and I'll click next. It's asking me to supply password for this email, and I will click next. Then the so for the email, I will remove the S there. I think it's Edward. So yeah, so Edward as someone, then I'll click next. I need to supply other informations like the country, date of birth. So I'm going to generate just a particular date, maybe in a particular year. Let's say 1950, and I'll click next. So the next thing that I'll need to do now is to prove that I am not a robot, and the Microsoft will give me some kind of a task to perform so as to prove that I am not a robot that is trying to open an email. So I'll click next, and right now it's trying to generate the task that I will perform. So here's the task. So let me just quickly do this. It's asking me to match with a specific angle. So yeah, I think this one is this one. Okay, I think this one should be this. This one should be this. And this one should be this. Yes, verification complete.
So I've proven that I'm not a robot. So it's going to take me to the next page right now, and it's asking me to sign in now to the email. So I'll click yes. So it's trying to open the email right now. So the email is ready. So I'll go back to the Azure website. Then I'll click get started with Azure button. So here now, I have the option of either to create a free Azure account or to move directly to pay as you go. You can create a free Azure account in Azure. This free Azure account will give you $200, and that $200 will be available for you to use for 1 month. So that free account will cease to exist if any of these two things happen. Number one, if you exhausted the $200 before the 30 days or after 30 days, that is, you've used the Azure free account for more than 30 days. You cannot even use it for more than 30 days. It will only be available for you to use for just 30 days. After 30 days, Microsoft will now ask you to promote the account to pay as you go. So I'm going to click on try Azure for free, and this will now take me through the process of creating a new account, that is a new Azure account. Now it's asking me to sign in. You can see the reason why I opened that particular email, because that's what I'm going to use to sign in. Now, you cannot use any email that is created inside Microsoft Cloud. This is what I mean. If somebody created an email for you in Microsoft 365, that email cannot work here. So please take note. So you have to create this email either in outlook.com or hotmail.com or live.com. So I will type the email address Edward Asomwa at outlook.com, and I'll click the next button. Said you couldn't find an account with this. Okay, I think I've seen where the issue is. So immediately I supply that email, Microsoft is going to check if that email already open an existing Azure. And if that email open any existing Azure, it will take me directly to that Azure account. However, if the email is not tied to any existing Azure account, it will take you to this particular page that you are seeing right now, where you need to create your own profile. So the first thing in the profile is country or region. Please take note. You need to choose the location that matches your billing address. You cannot change this selection later. So if your country is not listed, the offer is not available in your region. So the first name is Edward, the last name is Samoa, and this is the email address. So I'm going to supply a phone number. After that, once I supply the phone number, I will use any of these buttons, text me or call me. The essence of it is that I need to verify that I own that number. So if I use text me, Microsoft will send a verification code to my phone number using an SMS, and I need to come back and use that verification code later. If I use call me, Microsoft will call you, and once you pick that call, an auto generated voice recording will, you know, tell you certain code. So please write that code down, and that is the code that you're going to use to verify that you are the owner of that email. So I'm going to supply um, my phone number now. So you can see now, it's telling me that there's a verification code. It said we've delivered a code to your phone. So I'm going to check my phone now, and I need to confirm if truly they've delivered any code to my phone. And right now, yes, I just received their message now. So I'm going to supply that code 103 631. Then I will click verify. The next thing now is for me to supply an address. And so I'll supply the necessary information and then I'll click next. So next, after the verification of the address, it's going to ask you to identify yourself by verifying your card. This is very, very important. And why? Microsoft already provide the answer. It said we need to provide a credit card or debit card. We will make a temporary authorization on this card, but you won't be charged unless you move to pay as you go pricing. So the essence of you inputting your card information here is that once you move your account to pay as you go pricing, whatever resources that you provision, Microsoft will now charge you, through that particular card. It simply means that whatever card you use, make sure that at the end of the month, you put some money inside that card so that Microsoft can charge their own money from the card based on whatever resources you're able to provision and the billing that they actually send to you. So I'll just apply those information. Then after that, I'll click sign up. you know the next thing for you to do is to sign into your Azure, because once they accept that card, they will not give you the $200 for the period of 30 days. I will go ahead now and sign in into my own existing account, and that is the account we are going to use for the remainder of this demonstration, and also for the subsequent demonstration that we are going to do in this training. So in order for me to sign into my Azure account, I will type portal portal.azure.com portal.azure.com, and I will press enter. And that is the URL for you to sign into the admin end of the Azure. It's asking me now to supply an account. So that email that you use to open that Azure account is the same email that you use there. So once you supply the email and you also supply the password, I think that's all you need. The next thing is that it's going to take you to the Azure portal.
Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, consider subscribing to this channel. Please, let me know what you think in the comment section. And do not forget to leave a like and share this video. See you in the next one.